All right, thanks for being here. What we're going to have a look at today is the guitar processing app called Deplike. So you may have seen it in the App Store. It may have been something that you were interested in trying out, but you weren't sure, is it any good? I can tell you for sure my own use, it's definitely worth checking out. It's free. You get a stock cab, a stock amp, and a couple of pedals with it when you first started out. And you can really get some nice tones with it. So we're going to have a look at that today. If this is something that interests you, hit the like button below. And if you like future videos about mobile recording or home studio recording, hit the subscribe link and notification bell. So without further ado, let's check out Deplike. We're first just going to have a look at connecting a guitar to Deplike. Deplike is free in the App Store and the Google Play Store. I've got an interview coming up where I was able to talk with the Deplike team and just discuss the guitar world, apps, all those kinds of things, their competition, what sets Deplike apart. So watch for that. That's going to be coming out in about a week or so. When you first start up, what you're going to see is the stock amp, and you're going to see what comes with the stock devices. So this is basically what it's going to look like. So you've got a noise gate, you've got an overdrive, the stock amp, and the stock cabinet. So you'll notice your profile. You can upload your own picture for your profile, as I have done there. You can leave it default if that's what you choose, no big deal. But basically, you can start playing with this thing right out of the gate. And I'm going to demonstrate how you can get a really fast tone using Deplike right out of the free app. And you guys be the judge for yourself. Lots of different things you can do here. So you've got a noise gate, you've got an overdrive pedal going into the stock amp, going to your cabinet. So you guys can have a listen there. We're going to dial it in here and see what we get. Now, just briefly, what I've got connected here is I'm using an iRig HD2, and I did a review. I'll put a link for that above. You can check out that. It's a USB digital interface, so it's 24-bit, 96 kilohertz digital recording. I've got my headphones connected here on the top so I can hear what's going on, and I'm also sending a signal out to my speakers. Let's grab the guitar. Trusty Jackson. So to start out, everything's going to be straight up the middle. What I really like about the interface is the way that the touchscreen works. Okay, so you don't have to, like some of the other apps, you have to like put your finger on the knob and turn up or down on the knob. And if you move away from the knob, you lose the touch. With Deplike, you can touch the knob and move your finger. As long as you keep your finger on the screen, it assumes you're still controlling that dial or that setting. So you can move your finger anywhere you want, and you can see the gain knob is moving with my finger, even though my finger is way over here. When you're on a small screen like an iPhone or even an older iPhone, and the screen is super small and you've got bigger fingertips, that's a really good thing to have, to be able to do that. So anyway, that's one of my favorite things about the UI. The other thing is the simple interface. Everything's lined up for you. You've got your devices on the top here. That's your signal chain. You want to add anything new, you just hit the add button and you can scroll through. Okay, everything's lined up. Here's your amp section. Cabinets come next. As you keep scrolling, it'll move down the side here. Okay, so you can see all of the devices, distortion pedals, modulation. Okay, so reverbs, choruses, wahs, delays, echo, dynamics, gate, compressor, sustainer, and then a looper and a couple of octavers or pitch shifters. So really, as you can see, there's all kinds of pedals in here that you can use, all kinds of cabinets. You've got a standard SVT classic bass amplifier. 5550, so obviously duplicating the PV amp. Deplike JCM 800, so JCM Marshall. There's the stock. Okay, you've got a rectifier. You got a Vox emulation, You've also got some Fenders. You've got a couple of ones in here that are classics, like this Bass Boy here. This is one that Paul McCartney played with for a while. This one here, the JTM 45, Angus Young used in his rig. And you've got the Soldano, the Orange amplifier, and Angle. That really is just setting it up for all the different things that you can do with the app. Those are in the paid version, by the way. Lots of different apps have like a pay model where they only release you a couple of amp modulations for $20, or you have the free version and then a standard version and then a pro version, and you keep having to pay for things. Those apps sound great. I'm not knocking them. They sound really good. They're good emulations as well, but they can get expensive when you want to unlock everything. I just turn it up there. We'll be able to dial in a tone, and you guys let me know what you think here. First thing I'm going to do is fix the noise coming in. Okay, so I'm going to hit the noise gate, and you can see it's turned down a little bit. And as I turned it up, the noise went away. That's a beefy tone for sure. Move over to the overdrive. Just hitting the light on it will turn the pedal on or off. Okay, fairly simple. Here's your level. So I'm just going to move that down. I'll put the tone up the middle here, and we'll move the distortion up. We'll just kind of do like a 9, 12, 3 to start out the gate, and we'll adjust it. Okay, so let's adjust that. Thicken up the tone a bit. Sounds pretty good to me. Okay, let's move over to the amp. Wow. Pretty good noise gate, right? That's what it sounds like. I like to take a little bass out because I like to leave room for the bass guitar. There you go. So pretty fast tones you can get just with the stock free amps out of this thing. And then of course you can get crazy with all the other amps and cabinets and pedals that they have in here. So I'm just going to move over to showing you some of the other apps in here, or some of the other functions in here. So as we clicked on here, when you hit add new, you've got all of the left side. Okay, you can just click on that to get over to where you want to go, or you can just simply scroll and move across. Okay, right here is our input and our output. Okay, so if you've got your interface volume, like the iRig HD2 has a gain knob on it. Okay, so looking at the lights on the iRig HD2, yellow is good, red is getting into the clipping area. You know what? I can turn that input down on the app as well. We've got a metronome that you can use here, and you can tap to set your tempo here. Okay. So you can play along with that. You've got a volume knob for the adjustment there, and then you've got your slider up here, and you can change the timing, your time signature down here. Okay, so fully featured metronome. You've got a tuner Okay, tuner works great. Backing track, if you want to jam along with a song that you want to learn how to play, you can load that song by finding it, clicking the select song button, and then you've got a volume knob adjustment there. So if you want to hear if you're getting drowned out by the song that you selected, your guitar is not loud enough, you can adjust the gain knob on your interface, obviously. Or you can just use the volume knob to turn down the song while you're playing so you can hear your guitar better. Okay, and then you've got a virtual guitarist here. Okay, so what the virtual guitarist does is it allows you to demo what your signal chain sounds like based on, you've got 3 different tracks that have been recorded in here, and that allows you to just kind of check out what your tone's going to sound like, right? Without having to play something. So you can go to... The really cool thing about that is that when you've got a guitar in your hand and you're trying to hold on to your pick and you're trying to fix a tone here, it's not as easy to do when you're sitting in front of an iPad. And so they've realized that. So what you can do is just hit the virtual guitarist. It's just going to be someone playing something for you within that genre. So a clean tone or a rock rhythm tone or a metal tone. And you can adjust your whole signal chain and how it sounds while the virtual guitarist is playing. So then you don't need to worry about dropping your guitar or trying to play something and moving the knobs with one hand while you're picking with the other one in an open A. So it gives you a little more freedom to see what it sounds like. Very good feature. The other thing, lastly, is the save preset. Okay, so once you figure out the tone that you like, you can save that preset to your account by just selecting these things here. Genre, instrument, if you tap that, you can say it's for electric guitar. You can say the pickup you used. I used a humbucker bridge instead of my neck. And there you go. So now you've got your tone figured out. You hit next. You can describe your tone with hashtags up at the top there. So if it's reminds you of, let's say, an Iron Maiden tone or something, you can hashtag Iron Maiden. Now, the nice thing about that too is you can share those presets in Preset World. So it's an online community that Deplike has where you can share the presets and let other people use the presets that you created. And of course, you can use presets that they've shared as well. So if you click on your account and go to Preset World, it's going to show you all of the popular ones here. My feed, I'm following a couple people. The interview I did is with Jansu, who works at Deplike, so that's where those presets came in. And then Deplike has their official preset account as well that you can use there. So popular presets, all you need to simply do is just click on the power button. Of course, some of these have amps and pedals that are in the paid version. So if you click it, you won't be able to use those unless you have the paid version as well. So that really is a look at the Deplike app guitar processing. It's free for the stock. I really enjoyed using this app. I get really great tones out of it. You get so many options. So Deplike, available in the iOS or Google Play Store. And again, I've got an interview coming up with Deplike soon, so watch for that. If this is something that you like, please let YouTube know by hitting the like button below. And if you want to see more videos like this with mobile recording, home studio recording, hit the subscribe link and the notification bell, and we'll let you know when we got more videos coming out. So thank you for being here. Keep making music.